Jacob Burton here from StellaCulinary.com, and in this video, we're going to go over how to make creamy polenta, kind of the way I like to make it. Now, there are lots of different ways to approach this task, but they all start the same, which is pretty much you bring your cooking liquid to a boil, you add the polenta, and you slowly, gently cook it over low heat for any given period of time. Now, I like to add a little bit of chicken base to my polenta. Yes, you can use stock, but the chicken base is going to add a salty umami flavor without dulling the color of the polenta, whereas veal stock or chicken stock is going to make your polenta look kind of gray. So it's just a personal preference of mine. You can use whatever flavored cooking liquid that you want. Now, you want to cover with a lid or a saute pan if you happen to not be able to find your lid. Bring your cooking liquid to a rolling boil over high heat, and as soon as it boils, you want to stream in your polenta in a slow, steady stream while whisking constantly, and this is going to help you avoid clumping. Now, the golden ratio is for every 1 cup of polenta, you're going to need 4 cups of boiling liquid, and again, that liquid can be anything that you want. Bring the whole thing back up to a boil over high heat, and as soon as it boils, you want to reduce that flame to the lowest possible setting, or your electric burner to that lowest possible setting, and continue to whisk the polenta and the water together for about 2 to 5 minutes. Now, at this point, you want to cover with the lid and allow it to steam. Hey, look, I actually found a real lid. That's always a bonus. And you want to cook over low heat covered for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the polenta is no longer grainy. Now, after the 25 to 30 minute cooking period, you're going to notice that the polenta has settled to the bottom of the pot with the water on top. That's not a big deal. Just go ahead and whisk it together. Now, take a little bite, check just the texture. If it's still grainy, add a little bit more water and cover it and cook for anywhere 5 to 10 minutes and it should be fine. Now, I like to finish my polenta with a little bit of whole butter and cream. And when I say a little bit, yes, I mean a lot. I mean, you're making creamy polenta here. I mean, what's the whole point of not adding enough butter and cream? So keep on adding the butter, keep on adding the heavy cream until it reaches the consistency that you like. And I also like to finish with a little bit of freshly grated pecorino or Parmesan Reggiano, which is a hard, salty Italian cheese. And that'll add a nice cheesy flavor to the cream of polenta as well. Now, the thing that you have to remember is this is a pretty starchy and fatty dish. You're going to need some acid to balance the flavors. I like to use a little bit of this Moscato vinegar. You can use lemon juice. You can use champagne vinegar, anything that floats your boat. Now, once your polenta is done, you want to spoon into the center of a serving bowl, and you can garnish this however you like. I like to keep it simple. Add a little bit of a freshly diced tomato. The seeded and diced tomato is going to add a nice fresh texture and flavor, plus you kind of keep it with the whole Italian theme. And then a fresh herb is always nice, basil, thyme. Here I'm actually going to take some oregano from the Stella garden, run my knife through just a few times to tame it, give a little sprinkle right on top of the polenta, and I like to finish my polenta with a drizzle of good cold-pressed olive oil. Now, if you have any leftover polenta, pour it into a mold while it's still warm, and you can slice it and fry it the following day. And in fact, next video, I'm going to actually show you how to form and fry polenta. For more information, you can check out this episode's show notes at StellaCulinary.com/CT8.